Alright guys, so this video and the next one, I think I'm going to do two parts, are going to be a blow-in or a smart repair on a bumper, because the wife was at took my kid out to play flag football a couple of weeks ago before all the coronavirus crap had hit. Anyways, she came back and somebody had hit her car. So it didn't leave a note, nothing, just effed off, and yeah, so no, I get to fix it. You know, some people, shit, you'll hit someone's car and they just leave. You leave a note. I hate when people do that. Suckers is what they are.
5 minutes later.
You know, some people just should have been swallowed. Fuck. Whew. All right. I feel better now. I really do feel better now. I got a good 5 minutes of that out, so. But I'll show you guys the damage. It doesn't look as bad at the minute because I did pick my paint up yesterday. And one of the things I like to do when I'm doing a smart repair is I'll take just like an acid brush, right? A horrible brush for paint, right? You should never paint with an acid brush. But I just got a little paint in there and I brushed it onto the bumper, covered up the majority of it. But I was only doing that to make sure the silver was the same color, right? It looks terrible, right? So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to keep my repair area as tight as I can. I mean super tight. I'm going to mask around it before I even sand it. Then we'll get it all, we'll unmask it and we'll do our feathering. We'll scuff up the clear around it, remask it, throw on our primer, probably two coats of primer, and then tomorrow I'm going to let that dry overnight. And then tomorrow I'll come out, we'll sand it back, we'll sand back the bumper, we'll sand back our blend areas, and I like to do it with a couple of stages. So like when you're doing clear, you know, and you're blending clear. Yeah, I like to go to whatever edge I can, like so in this case the bumper, so I'll go right to the edge of the bumper and the top of the bumper, no big deal. But then I'm going to blend that clear about halfway up the bumper. I'll do a false edge, I'll do, you know, 600 grit on the repaired area, I'll scuff around it with 1,000, and then on my blend area I'll have like a 2 or 3 inch gap where I'll do 2,000, and then I'll have another 2 or 3 inch gap, and that'll be where my soft edge will be, and that'll be like 5,000. Or gray Scotch Brite, lightly gray Scotch Brite, basically the same thing. And that's where I'll actually do the clear blend. Yeah, I've done it many times. I did it in that RX-8. I clear blended halfway into the fender on that thing. You just can't tell. If you prep it right and do it right, your human eye can't even pick up that it's being blended. You always end up with a few dry spots. Well, not always. Yeah, I've gotten lucky a few times, but normally there's a few dry spots. You can very easily polish them out the next day, or even clay bar them. If they're normally that light, we can just clay bar them. Done deal. Nobody can tell. So that's what we're going to do in this one. You know, I'm going to have machines going. It's not like I can talk to you guys. I'm just going to bring you along for the sanding process, the primer process, and then tomorrow I'll record doing the blow-in, blending the clear. Should be good to go. Let's do it. So here's a quick look at the damage. Now, I did brush a bunch of paint on here, like I mentioned there, and that was just to see if the silver was going to be good. And this is where my little blend area is, and it looks pretty good. I know it doesn't look good on camera. It looks like it's a totally different color, but trust me, if you've been doing this long enough, you know that that's going to be a good color match. That's not sprayed on there, right? Again, acid brush. Terrible thing. But yeah, so if you look, I'll see if I can circle this. So here's the top corner of it. I don't know if you guys are even going to be able to see it there. That's probably a better look at it. So somebody's hit it and just rubbed along it. And then down here, all the way here. And this was definitely the worst area. Like all this was completely black. Like this is all gone. It's all the way down to the bumper, right? Up here. And it stops right here. So, whoa, sorry, there you go. So it's pretty much, it's bigger than my hand, right? So that's all the damaged area right there. See down here too, right? So, yep, sucks, but what are you gonna do? Let's just mask it up. We're gonna keep this really, really tight. I mean, really tight. We're not gonna sand anything here we're not gonna go near any edges or anything. Now we are gonna re-clear this whole bumper, right? All the way here. I'll probably blow the clear in along this edge. We'll do a false edge there. And then on down the bumper here, we're gonna blend probably way back here. You gotta give yourself a lot of room when you're blending clear and do all your prep work and everything else, right? So yeah, let's just get started. Who's on top? Who's on first? So if you look at that, how that primer is kind of edged out, it's not a hard edge, right? Which hard edge on primer is not the end of the world. You just sand it out. It just means that when we go to sand this tomorrow and get it ready for actual paint and doing our blends and all that other stuff, it's just going to be a little easier. That's all. That's why you just want to fold that tape over and do a false edge. So that's it. This is a very quick and easy repair. The whole job's probably 2 hours, and I'm being really cautious with this one, just because of it's this car, right? I mean, if you look at the rest of this car, and thing is brand new, right? There's not a mark on it, so I'm being a little extra cautious with this one, cleaning in between all the coats, all the stuff. I mean, you should do that anyway, but I'm really cleaning it and making sure. So once that flashes off, we'll park it where it belongs, and then I can get my GTI back in here. But that's what it looks like at the minute. I'll give you guys a closer look. That primer's still flashing off a little. But as far as, any kind of scratches or anything like that, I mean, they're all filled in. That's a high build primer. And yeah, we'll paint this tomorrow. And we got to pop this side, this little parking sensor, and we got to pop out the reflector there too. And we're going to blend our color down to about here. And we'll blend our color on this side to about here. We're not going to go near the top because that's a edge to edge. So we're basically going to blend our color out to about here, just like this. All right, and then we'll blend it down too. And we're probably okay because of when you're looking down on it, we can blend all the way to the bottom on that one. And then when we do our clear coat, I'm going to pop this bumper cover off the car, you know, an inch or two. And then we're going to clear it all the way to the edge, all the way to the top. I'm going to clear around this down to here. I don't want to have to remove this because that's just going to break. So we're gonna clear to this edge with a nice false edge, all the way to probably, if I can get away with doing it before this parking sensor, I will. So this bit here will be like 3,000 or 5,000. Here will be 2,000, right? I'll sand that with 2,000, 5,000, and then this, along with everything else, will get 1,000, or basically just get a good key on it. And then what we'll do is we'll just come up and we're going to blow our clear all the way up to right in front of this parking sensor. That's a little tight, but I think I'll be able to do it. And that's it. Yeah, that's doing a quick smart repair. I honestly have got about an hour into this so far. And then tomorrow will be about another hour, and it'll be done. And then the day after that, I'll come out and just make sure we don't have any dry spots. If we do, we'll polish them out, and that's it. And that's pretty much how you do this stuff. You know, you need some tools, you need a good spray gun, that kind of stuff. So it's not, you know, you have to make some kind of an initial investment, but just doing the repair work itself is a couple of dollars in primer. I had to buy a pint of paint, so that was my cost. Silver's expensive. That silver's expensive, unfortunately. But my cost on that was $94. But I bought a very, very, very high-end PPG paint. You could buy a crappy paint for like $40. Or probably more like $70 your cost if you don't have a wholesale account. But yeah, I bought an extremely high-end paint because I want this thing to be like dead nuts when it's done. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, my total cost to fix this is gonna be, I have clear, right? So I didn't have to buy clear or anything like that. So the paint was $90, a little bit of primer, be about $110, some sandpaper, things like that. So yeah, that's it, $110 to fix it. You take that to a body shop, you're looking at about, I don't know, $700. You know, $500 to $700. So, yep, that's it. You want to be in the video? Say hi to the YouTube. Oh, Stewie. Say hi to the YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
Now say it in Spanish.
Hola, YouTube.
There you go. Now say it in German. Ah. Okay, say bye.
Bye.